Welcome back to Books and Tea Time. Do you notice anything different? I got bangs. If you're new to my channel, then you wouldn't have noticed anything different, so that's okay. Apologies, but I'll insert some before and then some after images of me pre-bang and post-bang. I've been tossing around the idea of getting bangs again for a very, very long time. I had them when I was a child. Also insert an image of that. A very humorous image of me in kindergarten. I took the leap. I'm still getting used to how to style them. Like, they've got this weird little floop on this side. Anyway, welcome back to Books and Tea Time. This video is gonna be the first of many spooky season vlogs, which is why I have my Jack Skellington shirt on. Nightmare Before Christmas is my favorite movie of all time. I love it. I watch it every Halloween and every Christmas season, and usually once just randomly in like spring or summer because I love it. So yeah, I have got my Jack Skellington shirt on today, and we're just gonna do a weekend vlog, but I'm also going to share with you my tentative spooky season TBR. Basically, I looked at my shelf and I gathered, oh, I have hair in my mouth. I gathered all of the books that I thought would be really atmospheric to read at the end of September and during October. So I have a bunch of books and I'm going to show you all of them and why I chose them. I don't know if I'll get to all of them, but it's just kind of a stack of books that I can go to throughout the months to pick my books from. But before we go into that and the rest of the vlog, let's talk about what I'm reading right now. So I just started a new fantasy series. I am currently reading the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin. I'm only on chapter 2, like 20 pages in, so I'm still very much getting used to the world and everything that's going on, but I'm really liking it so far. Very interesting narrative style. It's like an interesting hybrid between second person and third person omniscient, so I'm still getting used to the narrative style and I'm still getting like situated in this new fantasy world. Like, that happens anytime you're reading a new fantasy story. But I'm really interested in the like magic lore system that has to do with environmental disaster and environmental tragedy. So like, from what I understand, there are special people who can control the environment, or like can control like tectonic plates and then create earthquakes and tsunamis and things of that nature. But again, only 20 pages in, so I don't know too much about this, but I've been highly anticipating this entire series. I've heard so much buzz and hype for it. And then I'm also in the middle of an audiobook right now, although I am very much tempted to DNF it. I hate to DNF books, and I'm very much spoiled by books. I feel like part of it is I'm spoiled by BookTube because I'm always picking up books that have high recommendations and are beloved on BookTube and Bookstagram, so like naturally I kind of tend to love them. I really don't like to DNF books. I like to push through, but right now I'm just so bored. Anyway, so the book I'm reading is The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. I'm not 100% sure. So I've heard so many good things about this book. I think it's won awards. It was like a Goodreads finalist for like mystery and thriller. And part of it, I think, I don't read a lot of mystery and thriller. I would say I read more mystery-centric books than I do thrillers. So, I don't know. I was kind of hoping, but I mean, I'm like, I think a third of the way through, and I'm just bored. This book is about a woman who is an artist, and she's married to this famous photographer, and then she kills him, and after she kills him, she refuses to speak. So the whole time that she's being like, imprisoned and like sentenced and all of that, she just like won't speak, and she hasn't spoken, and it's been like 7 years or something, I don't know. And then the other perspective we follow is a therapist who wants to like get her to speak again. That's like his mission in life, but we spend so much time with him and his personal story, and it's just not interesting. I don't like him. Like, we get a lot about his relationship with his wife, and like they got together after they spent a night together where they both cheated on their significant others, and I'm just like, a relationship based on cheating and then she cheats on him. It's just, there's so much cheating, and to me, it's just like, it's not something that I want to read about. And like, it's like almost like we're supposed to like gloss over it and condone it because he does it and he doesn't really seem to like have any guilt about it, and it's just like, It's really annoying, and the interesting part of the book is getting to know this woman, and I feel like we haven't spent any time with her. So I think I'm gonna go until I hit like 50%, and if I'm still not feeling it, I might just quit. But I'm really holding out for like a spectacular twist that's gonna like make this book worth the main character, whose name I don't even remember because he's that irrelevant. Currently September 25th, so I'm calling it. It's the beginning of October, Halloween, autumnal, spooky season. I am so here for the atmospheric, creepy, spooky times, and I don't want to wait anymore. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do throughout this vlog. I need to get a pumpkin. Maybe I'll buy a pumpkin for the background. That's a good idea. I have 16 books on this spook season Halloween themed TBR. I don't plan on reading all of these, but these are just all of my atmospheric books on my shelf, so I'm just gonna quickly run through them for you guys. First, I'm gonna talk about some of the books that I'm reading for school this semester that just happen to be very atmospheric and spooky. So the first thing is that I am rereading Frankenstein for the third time this semester for one of my courses, and this is one of my favorite books of all time. I love Frankenstein. I think it's incredible. If you are looking for a book to read that is relatively short and spooky, if you're looking for a classic, Frankenstein is, it's so special. It has a special place in my heart, and it's incredible. So you should definitely read it. For another course, I'm rereading Wuthering Heights for the second time. This is the Broadview edition of Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Another classic. Another 19th century classic. These are both 19th century classics, 19th century British classics as well. This is just like the perfect October read. Like, it's spooky, it's creepy, it's a little like otherworldly, and I mean, like, the cover just screams creepy autumn vibes, does it not? The next two are two pieces of feminist literature, feminist nonfiction. So I want to read We Should All Be Feminists by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie and Hood Feminism by Mickey Kendall. Both of these I just recently hauled in my last vlog, I think, and I am so looking forward to talking about these. And I know what you're thinking, how is that spooky season? Racism and white supremacy are the scariest things in our world today. And also, I just really want to read and learn, and I feel like I wanted to have some nonfiction on the list. And I mean, look at this little baby thing. It's like 50 pages. So yeah, I'm gonna be reading these and reviewing and learning and talking about these two feminist works. I have two graphic novels that I am going to be reading. The first one is The Gunslinger Born, which is the first in a prequel series of graphic novels that deal with the world of The Dark Tower by Stephen King. Dark Tower by Stephen King is a 7-book epic fantasy, horror, sci-fi hybrid, and this is like a prequel series, I think, about the main character, Roland, the gunslinger. So I just really wanted to read this little horror vibe. I have Witches by Scott Snyder, and this is just a book about a family who moves to a house and there's creepy stuff that happens in the woods. That's really all that I know, but I mean, like, look at the art and the cover. This is just, oh, it screams October, and I'm so excited. I'm actually hoping to pick this up really soon, because if I really like it, I think I might get the second volume and read the second volume too during the month of October. I have two Stephen King novels on this list, both recommendations from Noelle Gallagher, who is a really big fan of Stephen King, and honestly I view her as an expert on Stephen King, and she has recommended both of these as like starter packs for Stephen King's horror. books. So I have Misery, which I think is about an author who is kidnapped by his biggest fan. That's all I really know about it, and it's relatively short as far as King novels go. And I got this nice mass market paperback used copy. So I have Misery, and then I also have The Shining by Stephen King. This is about Jack Torrance goes to the Overlook Hotel with his family to take care of it during the winter months, and he gets cabin fever, and there's a lot of death and spookiness and supernatural stuff. So yeah, I got this on the list. I have seen the movie, so I'm interested to read the book and see how they compare, and maybe I'll rewatch the movie as part of this whole spooky season time. So I have the No Fear Shakespeare version of Macbeth. I've wanted to read Macbeth for a while because Shakespeare is very hit or miss for me. I love Hamlet, I love A Midsummer Night's Dream, I loved Othello. I absolutely despise Romeo and Juliet. Two Gentlemen of Verona is horrible. I've heard really good things about Macbeth. It's short, and I have the No Fear Shakespeare version if I get into any trouble. I bought this at a used book fair for like $2, so I figured why the heck not. And it's about witches, I think. I don't know. All I know is that there's witches. Next, I have The Sundial by Shirley Jackson. I have read We Have Always Lived in a Castle by Shirley Jackson as well. Really, really good. Very short, very spooky. I read it in one sitting. Absolutely incredible. So Shirley Jackson, from what I understand, is like one of the queens of horror and gothic. And so I kind of just wanted to read I have this other book by her that my aunt gave me. She gifted me both this and We Have Always Lived in a Castle. So I think I might just read this. Again, very short. And I don't really know 100% what it's about. Yeah, so the family gathers for a funeral at the Halloran Mansion. I don't know. I'm very intrigued by this, so I'm gonna try this one out, try that one on for size. I have another classic, The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I have wanted to read this for a long time. It's one of the classics on my classics TBR, my most anticipated classics. I've never read anything by Oscar Wilde, and I feel like a fraud for saying that to be a literature student who hasn't read Oscar Wilde. So all I know really about this is that there's a guy who's really beautiful, and he ages through like this image of him, this portrait of him. I have Conjure Women by Afia Adekora. I hauled this a while ago, and every time I see it on my shelf, the cover is just so gorgeous, and I think that I'm just like, I want to pick it up. So I think I might pick this up soon because I've really been wanting to read it. And all I really know about it is that it is about a mother and a daughter who share the skill in the occult. This isn't like horror necessarily, like straight up horror. None of these really are, except for the Stephen King ones. They're just atmospheric. So, you know, there's a little bit of the occult, conjuration, some spookiness. And also I have heard that her writing is very much like Toni Morrison, and I absolutely love Toni Morrison. So I'm really excited to read this. And even if it doesn't end up being super spooky, I really don't think that it'll bother me. I'm just interested to read it. So yes, Something Strange and Deadly by Susan Dennard. I kind of picked this up on a whim when I saw it online. So this, from what I understand, is about zombies in, I believe, the Victorian era. Our main character, Eleanor, lives, I think, in like some sort of like Regency or Victorian period, from what I'm gathering on the back and from the front cover, the way that the outfit is appearing. And her father dies and her brother goes missing, and then the dead rise and a bunch of other dramatic stuff happens. I'm hesitant. I don't know if I'm gonna love this, but I picked it up and I figured now was the time to read zombie Victorian fiction. If it's anything like Pride and Prejudice and zombies, I'll probably like it. But some of the descriptions on the back about like the extremely stubborn yet handsome Daniel and like the spirit hunters, it feels a little like Sarah J Maas, Cassandra Clare, and I haven't read and do not plan on reading any of their books. So if it ends up giving me that vibe or like a Twilight vibe, I don't think I'm gonna love it, but I've got it on here. If I feel the need to pick it up, if I need something easy to read, something angsty, I'll probably go for this. I have Serpent and Dove by Shelby Maharin. This is a book about witches and witch hunters and a marriage between a witch and a witch hunter. That's all I really know, but witches, very atmospheric. And I just hauled this as well last vlog, so it's very high on my radar. so to speak. Last but not least, we have Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I have not read anything else by Leigh Bardugo. I do want to read Six of Crows. I've heard really good things about it and that duology, but I picked this up for myself last year around Christmas time. I bought this for myself for my brother to gift to me for Christmas, so technically my brother got this for me. This is a dark, spooky academia story. Stephen King blurbed it on the back. I've heard really good things about it, and I believe it takes place, there's like these secret houses at Yale, and our main character gets into one of them, and then there's like a bunch of spooky occult things that happen, I think. So I really want to read this one soon because I've had it for so long, and the cover is just so intriguing. Like, we've got this really interesting snake vibe. I've got a lot of options, but first things first, I have to knock out the 5th season because I'm in the middle of reading that right now. So we shall see what happens. I'm probably going to pick up one of these very soon, likely this one. And then maybe I'll do a poll on my Instagram or something to see which one I should read or which one I should pick up, like an Instagram post about it. Hello everyone, Alexander's here, Milo's here, we're on the porch, and we are here to transplant Venus and her sister to their new home because she's running out of room. I don't know if you can see this, but like her little leaf I think is dying down here because it can't grow out, so she needs more space, so I'm gonna put her in here. I poked some holes in the bottom for adequate drainage and put some rocks in there as per a YouTube video that I watched. Got some potting mix here for cactuses, cacti. Here we go. Got the Impossible Burger. Trying out veggie option. Yeah. Clink. Okay. Hello everybody. We're got Alexander over here hanging out on the bed while I record this mini haul for you guys because we went shopping today. We're both enjoying a nice Angry Orchard rosé right now. Super refreshing. So refreshing. So we went to 3 stores today. First, I went to that comic book store that I mentioned a couple vlogs ago to get the graphic novels that I couldn't find at Half Price Books. And I spent so much money on these books. So I'm just going to show you guys which ones I got real quick. First, I got volume 3, 5, 6, and 7 of the Wonder Woman series by Greg Rucka. I have 4 because I found 4 at Half Price Books and I had 1 and 2 already. And I was originally just going there to get the 3rd one so I could read 3 and 4, but I love this series so much that I saw them all there and I figured I would grab them while I was there, and I don't regret it at all. These covers are stunning, and I think I'm just gonna like block out a day in like the next month or so where I'm just gonna read all of these. I got 3 others, 2 of which I think are by the same person. Yeah. I got volume 1 of Saga, which is a very, very popular graphic novel series here on the YouTube. It's about intergalactic war and this couple who has a baby, and from what I understand, it's from the baby's point of view. If I am... Ew, oh my god, look at that.
Oh my.
So yeah, there's a lot of volumes in this series, but I just grabbed volume 1, see if I like it, and if I do like it, I'll probably go back and get a couple more. I got Paper Girls, which I believe is written by the same person, Brian K. Vaughan. I've also heard incredible things about this, that it's like Stranger Things vibes, about this group of paper girls who have a paper route in the 80s, and I think they like solve crime or something, or like fight demon monster things. It just sounded really cool, and also something maybe for spooky season. And then the last one that they had that I was looking for is Skyward by Joe Henderson. All I know about this really is that it takes place on a world where there is like 0 gravity or low gravity, something like that. And the art style looked cool, and I found some recommendations for this, so I thought I'd pick it up. There are a lot more that I wanted to try out that they didn't have, so I'll be keeping an eye out for other places that I can find them, but I got these. And then also my brother lent me a couple of his copies of The Walking Dead, because I have been rewatching and catching up with The Walking Dead TV show. So he has this compendium book that has like the first, I think, 48 issues or something of The Walking Dead. I don't know if I'm gonna read this. I just like asked him if I could borrow them to try it out. If it's too much like the show and it just feels kind of repetitive, I probably won't read it, but I'm just interested to see how the comics are different from the show and what the show does differently. So I thought I would try it out. So he has this big compendium book, and then he also has volumes 9, 10, and 11. So I don't know if they overlap with this, or if this episode or volume 9 is where this ends off. But he has 9, 10, and 11. So I just grabbed them. They were just sitting in his room, and I asked if I could borrow them, and he said yeah. So we got those at the comic book store. Then we went to Target and got ourselves some face masks to do, right?
Yeah.
Gonna do these right after I finish filming this clip.
Please don't tell them that.
We'll see. I got these, and then I got some more sticky notes. I am burning through my sticky notes this semester because I'm in 4 English classes right now, and I've been using sticky tabs for my fun reads lately too, so I've just been burning through them. So I got 2 sets of sticky tabs for like $4. Such a steal. Then we went to Lowe's, and I got the potting soil, and I bought the second succulent here. So if you guys can see, I painted on the name. So this new succulent right here is Aphrodite, and then this one over here I have had for a few months now, I think since May. Her name is Venus, and I thought it would be clever to name this one Aphrodite because like Venus and Aphrodite, it's like the same like Roman and Greek parallel mythologies. Venus and Aphrodite are like the parallel figures, and I thought it would be clever, and I love mythology, so those are their names. This is Aphrodite, this is Venus. Also, this one looks like a Venus flytrap. That's why I named it Venus, but then I was like, heck, that's pretty funny. So I have Venus over here, Aphrodite on this side, and I already had this planter, so I just put some potting soil in it, planted them, gave them a little water, and now they're just gonna sit right here to my left. And then I've got my bamboo here for some nice greenery in the background. And then I also got this little pumpkin. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully, you'll probably be able to see it in the outro clip. But I got a little pumpkin decoration to make my background more autumnal. And that was that. Then we came home, had some burgatory. I potted the plant. And now we're going to argue about what to watch. We are either going to watch the second Lord of the Rings movie, which is my pick because we watched the first one I think 2 weekends ago, or Alexander really wants me to watch Stranger Things season 3 ever since I told him that Paper Girls is like Stranger Things. So now he's like on my butt about it because I haven't watched it yet, and he thinks that that's like a no-no because I'm behind. Also, just a brief update, I am in the second half of season 8 of The Walking Dead in my rewatch/binge right now of The Walking Dead. So things are happening. I cried a lot last night while I was watching it, and I didn't record myself for that reason. So that's that. Yeah. So we're gonna do a face mask and then watch some sort of television. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite, y'all. Do you have anything to say, Alexander? And he's asleep. Hello everyone. Okay, I am just gonna wrap up this vlog here. I don't know if this is really a vlog. This is kind of a combination TBR, haul, and mini vlog video. I hope you enjoyed it, but nonetheless, it is time to end this vlog so that I can start another one here tomorrow or the next day. But I wanted to show you this background because I have the little pumpkin up here. And I'll get him down for you guys. I have decided to name him Jackie for baby Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King from The Night Before Christmas. Such a great film. I'm definitely going to be watching that in one of the upcoming spooky season vlogs. But yes, I named him Jackie. He's a little baby and I love him. So yeah, he's going to be in the background for some seasonal autumnal magic. I don't know why I am doing the Aladdin lamp situation. Stay tuned for a lot of exciting spooky season videos and vlogs. I have a lot of cool ideas, but since I showed you my spooky season TBR and the graphic novels I just bought, comment down below what you want to see me read first, because I have a lot of interesting pairings and ideas for videos, but depending on what you guys are interested in seeing first, I will put them in that order. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. Jackie says thanks. Also, Venus and Aphrodite, her sister, are thriving in their new plant abode. So I'm really excited about that. Super proud plant mom here. I'm hoping that in the coming month, I will be able to do a lot of fun reading whilst doing my school reading. I hope to see you in another upcoming video. Like, comment, and subscribe if that's your jam. Happy reading, happy writing, and happy living. Bye, guys.